Next up at UFC Des Moines, we have Yana Santos taking on Miesha Tate. Yana Santos, 15-8 in her career, 2-3 in her last 5. She's coming off that win over Chelsea Chandler. She's taking on Miesha Tate, 20-9 in her career, 2-3 in her last 5. She is coming back after a full year layoff. We'll start on the Yana Santos side. She is Thiago Marreta Santos's wife, high volume striker. She lands almost 5 significant strikes per minute. She was a high level striker before her MMA career as well. She used to be Yana Kunitskaya, if you're trying to do that research. She does not have a ton of power, but she's got plenty of output. She mixes things up really well. She's got great kicks. She uses those to maintain distance. She has offensive wrestling as well, and we've seen her lean on that in the past if she has to. But it does come with a very low 50, not very, but low enough 53% accuracy, and even lower 42% takedown defense. She likely needs that takedown defense in this fight because she's fighting old school fighter Miesha Tate. Miesha Tate's the former bantamweight champion of the world. She's fought some of the best women that have ever walked the planet. Amanda Nunes, Ronda Rousey. She's fought them all. Holly Holm. She's also the Celebrity Big Brother champion. I love Big Brother. Celebrity Big Brother, when I saw Miesha Tate was in it, was just a treat. And the cherry on top was that she dominated that entire show. And the interesting part about her dominating the show, it wasn't just her physicality or her coordination or athleticism. It was literally her personality. The fact that she was able to make friends with everybody in the house and just a nice, normal person. So Miesha Tate worked her way through the house, finessed her way there, then comes out, finessed her way to a win over Julia Avila in 2023. And now here she is after a significant layoff. Only a couple of fights in the last 7 years as a favorite, thinking she's going to finesse her way through striker Yana Santos. I don't see it. I think Yana is the pick. I think she's going to win this fight. The reality is I like Miesha Tate. I've watched Miesha Tate's entire career. I was rooting for Miesha Tate against Ronda Rousey in those matchups. The reality is Miesha Tate's, I'll switch the slide now. She's not insanely old on paper. She's only 38 years old, but she's old in fight years and she's old in skill years, meaning this sport is evolving very, very quickly. Gone are the days where pretty good wrestling is enough. And that's where Miesha's wrestling is. It's pretty good. I don't think her pretty good wrestling is going to be enough to take down giant, physically demanding, fast, accurate striking Yana Santos. I think Yana's going to win this fight. I think she can keep it on the feet. Obviously, this could just be a boring Nurmagomedov style fight with Miesha winning, but I do think Yana's going to get it done. The line is tightening a little bit here. A plus 3.5 bet was something I was about to place until I saw it was minus 260. So the sports books tend to agree with me that Yana can have some success. But Yana Santos is my pick. What do you think, Samuel?
I mean, first off, this slide looks like it's battle of the soccer moms. I couldn't stop smirking at it, looking at these two women here. But you know,
they are both moms.
Yeah, I know. This is where I was going with this as well. They're both mothers. Yana Santos, I think, has shown us more since in being in motherhood. She's had more fights, more performances. And Miesha Tate getting a win over Julia Avila does nothing for me. She was never that good to begin with, and she also was on the tail end of her career. While Jana Santos, beat Chelsea Chandler, who we just saw get absolutely smoked. I actually think that Yana Santos' performance there showed more growth than what we saw from Miesha Tate. Miesha Tate was still leaning on the exact same skill set. It wasn't like we saw her striking coming out here. She got a KO win or anything like that. In this fight here, if she doesn't get the takedowns, she is so screwed. Like, she is absolutely so screwed here. Yana Santos not only is a lifelong mixed martial artist herself, but, her partner, Thiago Santos, lifelong mixed martial artist. It is in their family. They're going to be in the gym all the time, working on their striking, working on the takedown defense. Yana Santos doesn't have to offer takedowns. She just has to stop the takedowns here from Miesha Tate. So if she works herself around the outside of the octagon, uses fence takedowns, Israel Adesanya style, scooping underhooks, getting Miesha Tate off there, then she should pick her apart on the striking here. I like Yana Santos, especially at dog money here. So
yeah, we're on the same side as his pick, and we have a special guest. A premium member is going to hop in, give us his pick. Joe R., how you doing? And how do you feel about this fight?
I'm doing well, gents. I don't know if I'm special, but thanks for having me on.
I appreciate you.
I want to talk about this one because I'm on the other side from you guys, because I'm definitely more on the Miesha side.
Goodbye, Joe. No, I'm just fucking.
I mean, looking at their strength of schedule, I feel like Miesha's fought better people. I know that she hasn't fought a lot. And, looking at the stats, Santos does have a 42% takedown defense, and Tate's takedown offense is only 31%, but that's because she shoots a lot. Kind of like if you look at Merab's percentage, like he shoots a lot, and you wouldn't say he's got a high percentage, but he gets a lot of takedowns. So, I mean, I agree with Sam. She's definitely screwed if she doesn't get the takedowns, but I do think she's going to get them. And I agree with you where you say the sport's evolving, but Santos is old too. She's from the same time period. So I think that Tate's going to get the takedowns, and I think she could eventually get a finish. And even if she doesn't on DraftKings at 8,300, I feel like that's a really good price. And if she gets 3 takedowns and just holds her down, the riding time plus the takedowns are going to end up with a good score. Also, her last 2 wins, she did win in the 3rd round. So if she gets like the takedowns and the control time and a late finish at 8,300, I think she's worth it.
Yeah, listen, I get that side entirely. I completely. It's a very rational, reasonable side to be on. Miesha Tate is by far the more accomplished of the two. Not only former world champion, but quite literally fought not only the best of her era, but that era happened to be the best era ever for this division. You had Ronda Rousey, Amanda Nunes. Like Miesha Tate has literally fought everybody that has ever been worth anything in this division. So I agree with you from that front. I do just worry this sport is way too gone for her. And you mentioned Yana's a little older as well, but Yana, to me, you can age better as a high-level striker or a high-level wrestler. Miesha's not a high-level wrestler. She just gets takedowns.
No,
you
you're
agree
right
with that, or you feel
no,
like
I do,
good?
but I think that, I mean, I'm also a former wrestler like you are, so I've done it. And I know that I don't really see Santos's wrestling defense keeping her in. I just don't think it's that good. And, you know, beating Chelsea Chandler, we just saw that we kind of knew she was terrible, and we just kind of had that confirmed. So again, Sam is right that she looked good against her, but she's really not that good. And I know the whole division isn't good either, so it's hard to compare. But just from the tape that I watched, I just feel like Tate looked better in her last fight, and I think she was going against a better opponent. But again, this is closely salaried and closely lined for a reason. It's going to probably be close, so it makes sense to have arguments on both sides.
What I do agree with is in DraftKings Fantasy, the $8,300 on Miesha Tate makes way more sense than $7,900 for Yana. If Yana wins, it's defend the takedowns, land a million strikes. She doesn't have enough power to get rid of Miesha, and Miesha is insanely tough. We've seen her take insane beatings, so this likely goes to a decision. With Yana winning, it's just defend the takedown, punch, 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 defend the takedown, punch, punch, punch. With Miesha winning, she's getting takedown. She's hanging out on top. I don't think there's a finish on that side, but she'll get the takedown. She'll get the control time. And I think that $8,300 could potentially be worth it. So I agree with you there. And if you're on the Miesha side, you should probably spend that money. Any last words for the people, Joseph?
No, I appreciate you having me on. And, you know, maybe I'll jump back in later if you guys have some space. But
sure.
Thanks, Joe.
All right.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for being here. That was Joe with the insight. If you're wondering where the hell did this guy come from, we are allowing premium members. If you're up to it and your camera is on, we've got about 15 people in the queue. None of your cameras are on. Turn on your camera. If you're up to it and your camera's on, we'll have you on the show, break down a fight just like Joey did. And if you do want to check out every single pick, bet, and tool that we offer, those are available right now. Just go to WeWantPicks.com, click Become a Member. At the top, you'll unlock every single one of those for every single fight card for an entire month. AV, I see you in there. I see you dancing around. Your camera's on. Type in the private chat which fight you want to break down. This way, I don't put you on. You're like, oh, I don't know. You know, you got it.